Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're having a pretty good skin day, so I thought it would be fun to try out something even lighter than my usual light coverage foundation I like, which is the Jane Iredale Tinted Serum. So this I just picked up a little while ago from Blue Mercury. They're having one of those days where you can come on down, they'll have a brand specialist there, and I just kind of let them go crazy, put on different things from Jane Iredale, picked up a few products in addition to this. But how fun, like all those little spheres with the pigment in there, so much fun. So we're gonna play around with this, a couple of other items, just do a really sort of light, easy breezy summer look. First things first, you've got to see these little micro spheres, super cool. So when you pump it out, it ends up squishing them, and then you end up with like, the nice little blob. But yeah, it almost has like a moussey texture to it. It ends up being super soft and hydrating. It contains hyaluronic acid, CoQ10, so it has some really nice skincare ingredients. I'm not going to bother with the primer just because there is so much nice skincare in here, and it is hydrating in and of itself. So since it's pretty light in coverage, we're going to do half the face just to kind of see the difference. Otherwise, it melts in and looks so natural, it's kind of hard to tell that you've done anything, which is nice. So we'll start out with just a pump on one side. Okay, so with one pump, you can see this half, it just looks a little nicer, right? Like slightly less red, a little more even. It feels nice and hydrated and fresh. So if you're having a good skin day, don't want to wear too much, but want to look slightly improved, I really like this so far. We'll get the other side. So here we are with 2 pumps of coverage. I feel like that's just enough. It is a serum, and if I put more than just 2 pumps on, it does feel like it gets a little pilly. It kind of builds up, not in the best sort of way. So if you do want something fuller coverage, maybe opt for a different product. This is really for you're feeling good, you just want a tiny bit of coverage, and you want some of the benefits of skincare. That being said, I would like a little more coverage under the eyes, so I'm going to be going in with my favorite Saie concealer. So this one's great because it's also fairly light, so if I'm doing a really light day, this won't kind of conflict and just look like I've got a bunch of makeup on under my eyes, which I feel like exaggerates any sort of darkness you're trying to cover up. So we'll just use a touch of this and the NARS brush to blend it all in. I've really been loving this NARS brush. Just their concealer brush. It sort of looks like a eyeshadow brush, but it's a little more angled. So it's like a micro angled blush brush sort of shape. But it does a really nice job sort of diffusing the concealer so that it ends up with a much more natural finish. Now, since we're staying fairly minimal with our products, we're going to be using the blush that has a little bit of shimmer to it. So we have the Pure Pressed blush in the shade Whisper. There's just a little bit of shimmer to it. I don't know if you can tell quite yet. But since we're not doing a highlighter, we're just gonna use a little of this. I do also tend to wear my blush a little higher on my face, so it's perfect to have a little bit of shimmer. I love these more peachy shades for the summertime. With just a little bit of a highlight built in, we're ready to go to the next step. Next, we have the Pure Pressed eyeshadow. I have just a little set here, naturally matte. So we'll be kind of just starting from left to right, going in with the lightest shade first, just to build a little base to work with. Next, we'll go in with a little bit of eggplant. Right here. The shades are fairly lightly pigmented, so they're nice and easy to put on, and they're a little powdery, so very easy to blend. I really feel like you can do a very quick eye look with these. And then lastly, we'll darken the outer corners with a little bit of fudge here. Next, we're going to try some of the lash conditioner that came like a little gift with purchase sort of thing. So it's kind of like that white sort of, I don't know, I feel like they're always sort of goopy, so we're going to do this on one eye just to see how I feel about it. But they have like nice conditioning agents to help your eyelashes grow better over time. So we'll see. Sometimes I feel like it makes the mascara kind of a little more thick and gloppy than I like, so cross our fingers. Alright, so I gave it a moment to dry. We only have it on this eye, so we'll see how I feel about it. It didn't go on too thick, so I'm encouraged. I did pick up a brown mascara. I don't really have a lot of that, so I was intrigued. This is a kind of spiky wand, which, you know, maybe not my favorite sort of thing, but they do a nice job, I have to say. I'm warming up to the whole spiky wand for mascara. I'm going to start with the eye without the conditioner. One thing I do like about the mascara is it is nice and lengthening and doesn't really clump. And partly because of the super spiky wand. It has the two edges with one side where the little spikes are longer. I think that's for more of the separation, so I like to use that side. Let's go in with the conditioner side. Okay, so I don't think it affected any sort of clumpiness. They definitely look thicker, that's for sure. I don't know how easy it is to tell. But I do feel like it is a little thicker over here, maybe a little longer. So I don't think this would be terrible underneath mascara. Not that any of them are terrible. But if you wanted some extra conditioning and treatment for your eyelashes, I don't know, I'll have to try it. It's kind of a tiny tube, but we'll see how I feel over time. Yeah, help with volumizing a little bit. All right, let's do eyebrows real quick. Again, I'm gonna use Saie Beauty. This is becoming one of my favorite eyebrow products, which is kind of crazy because I was such a fan of Cabrow for forever, but I don't know. I'm reaching for this more than Cabrow. I feel like it's a little drier of a product because I think it's more fibers to help fill out the eyebrows and color them in. So I feel like it's a little easier to do this quickly, and I'm not as likely to make a mistake or hit my eye and then have to like clean it up, you know, but they're very similar products and I love them both. And now we're gonna finish off the look with one of the surprises from going to one of those events where they have a brand specialist. I just kind of let her pick out some colors and do my makeup in a way that she thought would be flattering. And she ended up using a lipstick I never would have picked out on my own. So here we have the liner in shade Peach, which is fairly normal. But the lipstick itself is in the shade Jackie, and it's a little more, I don't know, a little more orangey, I think, than I would have gravitated towards. I usually go for the more dusty rose, pinky, mauvey type shades, but this is a little more orange and it just feels right for summer. Like when she put it on, I was like, oh, I love it. So here we have the finished look. I really like this lipstick. I'm so happy I took a chance and just sort of let someone else pick out a few colors. It's a nice way to get outside your comfort zone if you aren't sure what you should try or something might look good on you. If they have one of those days where there's someone there helping out with makeup, it's a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, here we are. I'm pretty pleased. I have liked the tinted serum quite a lot. I've only used it a couple of times, but I'm really encouraged to get some more use out of it. The eyeshadows are okay. I feel like they go on really quickly and easily, so if I don't want to think about it too much or I don't want to have to worry about If you put on too much, trying to correct it, these are super easy to use, so I do like that about them. And the lipstick shade, just a lot of fun, so I'll be definitely using this a little more over the course of the summer. Let me know if you have any favorite Jane Iredale products that I should look into, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.